It's been 3 months since we've been running the wine shop, and it's been a wild ride so far. But today I want to go over 7 things that I've learned so far that I need to either work on or that I am working on. So let's get started. Number 1, I need to manage my time better. It is all over the place, not when I'm actually behind the bar or countertop serving people, but it is afterwards and before we even open up. I'm starting my days off about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning at home, doing admin stuff, bookkeeping, this and that. But then I got to make content. I got to do this. I got to live my life. I got to, clean the house, spend time with Riley. So there's a lot of things going on. And I just feel like I am not using my time properly right now. So I've been kind of looking around at some product management, time management apps, and I found this one called Motion that's supposed to use AI to help rearrange things that aren't that important in your day, maybe push it up to the next day, but also allows you to make different work schedules so you can tell it when these certain projects can fit in different time frames. I'm not going to go much more deeper into it because I really don't know about it. I just started a 7-day trial, so we'll see how it works, and I'm probably going to keep working at it because I probably won't learn much about it in 7 days. So when I know more, probably the next couple of months, I'll maybe make a full-length video of how that is helping with my time management. But that's definitely something I think I can do better because I feel like I'm not getting as much done every day because I just don't know what I should be getting done every day. Number 2 is to say no. And basically that means is ever since we have basically turned on the switch that we are now the owners of the wine shop, it is crazy how much people are asking for donations or your time to talk about something that they have that will help make your business more successful. I had been taking a couple of these meetings and talks, then I just realized this is ridiculous. Like, yes, maybe some of this stuff will work, but just send it to me in an email, send me into a website so I can spend 5 minutes looking at it. If I want more questions, you don't need to call me. You don't need to come in person to try to sell me this thing. I get it. You're doing your job, but come on, like I have better things to do with my time. Again, going back to time management, I try to tell them politely, I'm not interested. Some of them just keep persisting. I'll be specific. Yelp, I've told this guy, I don't need to spend money on ad revenue with you guys. We are a wine shop. If you can't find us in Google, I'm doing something wrong. Like, who the fuck is looking up Yelp for wine shops in Dubuque, Iowa? Like, prove to me the numbers before you just say, I can increase your sales. But he keeps on emailing me. Pretty soon, he's going to go on the block list. Number 3, it's okay to screw up. I've screwed up a lot in my whole entire life. We will always screw up, right? But in this instance, I feel like I don't want to screw up because I'm wasting, again, time or money that I could be using something else. But if I don't screw up, what am I learning, right? Obviously sometimes I get lucky and I figure it out on my own for the first time. But for the most part, I need to realize that that is just part of the learning process. When I first started making cocktails 14, 13 years ago, I screwed up a lot, but I learned from it. I moved on and I realized I can do it better now and I'm more efficient at what I'm doing. My biggest thing is this damn chart of accounts for bookkeeping. I've never had to do one before, and it took me a couple weeks to figure out what I even needed to do. And now I've entered the data 3 separate times from starting over this process because I'm finding a more efficient way on how to create this chart of accounts. If you don't know what a chart of accounts is, it's basically a way for bookkeeping to understand where you're spending all your money and where all your money is coming in. It's basically you just be able to pull a report, see what all your basic sales are and see what all your basic expenses are. And then you can analyze that to say, I need to do a better job of, spending less here so I can make more money here. And it's a good way to look at a P&L, a profit and loss statement. That is definitely one thing I've been screwing up a lot lately, but we're learning and I think I'm there. Number 4, dive deeper into everything. I need to immerse myself into this business. I'm not saying I haven't, but I don't think I have fully yet, if that makes sense. Like I knew I need to learn things that I have not learned yet, like on the previous account keeping, bookkeeping, but also I need to dive deeper into the wine knowledge, into the POS system, into just everything so I can know it in and out and be confident in what I'm doing on running the business. It's not even about just serving customers. It is about running this business as efficiently as possible. So then when we do create a second place or a third, I am confident in everything that I have. So then those learning curves are shorter. Just like with cocktails, I loved reading content about cocktails, listening, watching videos on YouTube, making videos, talking with people all about cocktails. And I'm pretty sure I know a lot about cocktails, more than the average person. And I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything. I'm confident that I know more than most people, especially around here. I need to take that same mentality into the wine shop. Again, learning the accounting side, learning about wine. I just have scratched the surface about wine. We have so much books available. EJ is a great resource too, but when I'm slow, read the books about what I'm learning or what I'm selling. Take maybe a class on bookkeeping. I just need to have that same focus I've had on cocktails for 14 years, and now just spread that focus out more so I can make this wine shop the most successful wine shop that I can make it. Number 5, listen better. Riley will tell you I need to do that even outside this wine shop. But for the purposes of this video, I need to be willing to take criticism from people and just listen to them, because sometimes they're not even complaining, even though I think they are. And I've dealt with this. I think people deal with this all the time. Sometimes people are just giving you feedback, but you think they're just complaining about something. And I need to realize that maybe they're just asking for something. They're saying it in a different way, but you just need to listen to what they're asking for, because maybe it is something we can do or change that would help the wine shop eventually. Because I hate to admit it, but not all my ideas are great ideas. That sucks to say, but need to listen more to what they're saying, because it might help. Or maybe I'm not doing a good enough job explaining something that is going on at the wine shop and people aren't just getting it. So listen to feedback. Feedback is not always criticism, even though sometimes it is, but people are just giving suggestions, because sometimes they just want to see this place succeed too, and they are excited for what's happening, and they have an idea that might help or might make me think of something else that can do better. So I just need to listen. Don't tell Riley. Number 6, take care of myself. I know I made a video, I think last year sometime, about my mental health, and that will always be something I'm working on, but it's just even more than that, right? That is a piece of the pie of myself, because there's more to me than just my mental health. There's my body, physical, sleep, eating correctly, and just taking myself out of work and enjoying other things to do in life. I know there are some business owners that say you need to be there 100 hours a week, put in all the work. And I understand that, but even outside of that work, I can take 20, 30 minutes and do something for myself. I need to start doing some sort of physical activity that's not just walking around all day long at the wine shop, right? Like actually doing some sort of training, kettlebells, some small workouts, nothing too crazy, but just something to keep my body active so that keeps my mind more focused. But then also figuring out why I don't sleep. Sleeping has always been an issue for me. Usually sleep 4 to 5 hours, and then I wake up and then I'm just kind of exhausted throughout the day. There are certain times that I do sleep for 7.5 hours, which is great, but I need to figure out why I'm not doing that consistent. Maybe that is because I'm not taking care of myself all the time with my mental and physical side of things, and I'm just letting the wine shop stress me out, So some people might be wondering about drinking, and I drink less than I have before, especially when I was working at the Riverboat Lounge, because honestly, at the end of the day, now I have skin in the game, right? This is my place. I don't need to be hungover every morning. I don't need to have 4 or 5 drinks every night. It's something to where I think it's better now. And so I'm drinking a lot more moderation. Obviously I'm sampling wine all the time because I need to know what we're selling, but I'm not having like a bottle or 2. I'm not having all these drinks. So that I know I'm taking care of myself, my body that way. I just need to do a little more. And then also spend time with Riley. Go out, see some friends once in a while, and learn that I might not be able to go out and do everything I want to since I'm a business owner, but I can do some things. Number 7, I fucking love this. This is what I've wanted now for 13 years, and I couldn't be happier that it's finally happened. It's great. It has its up and downs, just like any job, anything in life, but managing those up and downs and managing my expectations, it's hard, but because I want this thing just to skyrocket and be the most successful thing that I can make it. And it's learning that it's going to take time. So patience, I'm learning patience. That's really hard, but I'm enjoying this ride, and I can't be more happier than having this as my career right now. I have an excellent partner who stands behind me on all of this. She's just as thrilled as I am, and she's the best thing for me for this. So love you, Riley. This has been a journey so far, and I'm excited to keep going with you. If there's anything you guys ever want to know, just leave it in the comments. I'll make a video on it, or try to make a video on it, depending on what the topic is. I want to be as open book as possible during all this, because I want to maybe inspire someone to follow their dreams and know that it is rough no matter what, but it's also fun. So cheers, guys.